Sanctuary was never meant for humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was, and Sanctuary's ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
I should find better shelter before I freeze. Another abandoned town.
Demons. Everywhere. Fangs in the dark.
Ah! He bit me!
Careful! He's a wild one.
What's it to you?
Oswen, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demons spilling from the ruins. Kill us all. Kill us all.
Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain. There is evil staring in the ruins to the north. That poor monk back there must have gone inside. Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw. Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
There is evil lurking in those ruins. I will drag it into the light of day.
Truly? Oh, thank you.
should clear up when the storm has passed.
You've returned.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
Truly. Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent. Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew. We'd be honored if you'd join us.
To our savior!
By mother's blood, by mother's body, so shall you witness her glory before you die. Not ready yet.
They're coming! The whole damned village! Get up! Get up! We have to fight our way out!
There! Take them!
May the light preserve us. Lost souls! All of you!
us now?
That was all of them. Night willing. Madman. Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins. Just like you. I came to my wits and escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel, but it was locked and... What manner of evil is this? Petals? Of blood?
They must have fed them to me.
A blasphemous ritual. How did they learn this? Perhaps the answer lies in the chapel. They kept it locked up for a reason. The key might be on that woman who was leading them.
Blood petals. Like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
Shameful. Our Father has granted you a path to salvation. And yet, you stray from it at every opportunity. You drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
Sin is their birthright. My children. The lords of hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire and turned you into a prisoner within yourself. Break the chains and discover who you were meant to be. Break the chains and be beautiful in sin.
Resist! Resist her temptation! Vani, it's me. I brought your child into this world.
They have awakened, Mother.
The first of many. Go to the dry steps and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
You came to thank the light. You collapsed inside. I thought the darkness had swallowed you. I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you in there?
I saw a vision. A horned demon. She said the lords of hell are coming. She wanted to help the people survive.
Help them.
She called them her children. And they welcomed her like a mother.
Mother. No. It cannot be.
I must report to the cathedral. Listen, there is a hermit to the northeast. A man of questionable loyalty, but he knows of the forbidden. He might be useful to us.
Bring him to the cathedral in Kiovashad, and you will be in the light's favor.
Is anyone here? What are you hiding back here?
Short fangs. Young. Freshly turned. An easy kill. Further south than the others. They're spreading.
If you're going to trespass into my home, rifle through my things, then at least have the decency to join me for supper. I'm bloody hungry.
That's quite the story.
I wish it wasn't true, but it is. Why did I have that vision?
Thank those friendly villagers. They gave you the blood of Lilith.
The blood of a demon.
Not just any demon. The daughter of hatred. The mother of sanctuary. She was banished ages ago. But this world is her creation. It was prophesied she would come back.
What does she want?
That's the question. Sanctuary has always been trapped amid the eternal conflict. A war between angels and demons. But Lilith serves neither side. She has her own plans for us.
And me? Am I corrupted?
Not sure yet. But you two share a connection. What will you do about it?
Use it. Find out what she's after.
Good. Then we're in this together. Rest while you can. Then we'll start in Kiovashad. If we can't stop Lilith, we'll all be damned. Close to the city. Lilith's evil is spreading. I'd live to see all this. The Angel in Arius. I'm sure you've heard the Cathedral of Light babbling about their Holy Father. Well, he's real. An angel walks among us. And when he learns that Lilith is here, blood will flow. They are ancient enemies. They'll drag the whole damn world into their feud unless we can stop it. Let's not linger. Kiyovershad lies just ahead.
Hold. To enter the city, you must
We
first...
have no time for this. To enter Kiyovershad, you must perform a cleansing ritual. Meaningless gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
How dare you!
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Fine. But this one stays.
I'll meet you inside.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine and inscribe it with the seal.
Agreed.
Good. You must feel as though a great weight has been lifted from you. Welcome to Kiyovershad.
So, what did you write on that piece of wood? Something about greed or gluttony, perhaps? Well, it matters little, I suppose. I'm off to the dry steppes in search of that pale man from your vision. I must know what part he plays in all this. But first, I need you to retrieve something of mine while I finish my negotiations. A merchant in the center of the city has it. Just tell him I sent you. Cracked hooves, sway back, cloudy eyes. This poor thing is practically close.
Ah, so the old man. Wait. The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't need it anymore, but I think he'd want it back all the same. No charge. Arms for the light. Farewell, and good fortune. In the back, nice.
The new militia recruits have been training night and day. They deserve a little praise. But I can't let them see me as soft. Mind giving them a cheer for me? Easy coin for you, a boost of confidence for the recruits, and I get to go on being the hard ass. Everybody wins.
I will handle it.
Yeah, it looks like it's working. How's the volume? I feel like I've got to shout into this mic or you just can't hear me. Like, I'm pretty good with the volume sliders. I get everything has to be balanced. Alright, volume's good. We'll try to run with it. Why not? See if we can manage to do a good stream without any hiccups. I gotta cheer these guys on.
I'm impressed.
And that completes that mission. Right on. I just feel like I gotta shout into this
hope they
damn
don't get
thing.
used to it.
And I got people upstairs. Sucks. My wife's sitting there in the chair. The dog's probably cowering because I'm down here yelling. They're probably used to me yelling at a video game though, to be fair. Tech problems for everybody. Add a gain filter, okay. That's not a bad idea. I think we'll roll with it for today and I'll try and see if I can't sort it out eventually.
What is it?
This is probably not the best mic though, to be fair. A wired one would probably just be better.
Scholars and mages, sworn to
I only got this
sanctuary from
one
demons.
because it actually works with my phone
These days, we are few.
and like any other kind of camera.
There is another Haradrim.
When I was actually doing like the 3D printing mostly on this
His breadth of
channel,
knowledge of our
I
demons
needed it
is
to be able to
equal
connect to
only
my
his
phone.
hubris.
Sounds like he could help us.
You should seek him out in Skosglen. But don't forget about the cathedral.
Right, Amelia's controller, Vaughn's controller.
Prove to be useful allies too.
You're not coming with me.
Retro had his whole computer acting silly.
Pale man is. Join me when you can. Just be careful.
Yep, it's never ending.
Your ties to Lilith.
Seems like there's
the visions you see.
The forces of nature out there preventing streamers from streaming. Or at least streaming as good as it could be. OBS has been awful.
Our paths in life are set to collide.
I got to fix Streamlabs on my Mac, and I've not had a single problem with that. I've only streamed a couple of times off of it, so watch, I'll go back.
The wanderer lost.
And the next time I try to stream from my Mac, it'll be crap. You know what? I take it back. It does give me a problem detecting the emulator window.
Different lives.
I take that back. Streamlabs doesn't like to detect the emulator window when I'm emulating a 3DS game right now. Or not a 3DS, just a
greater
DS
power pulling the strings.
I think it was a full moon happening with all the craziness.
But at the time, I thought I had the chance to protect humanity from the daughter of hatred.
Wait, was it Friday the 13th? Full moon?
The Wanderer's connection.
Maybe Diablo is a good game to play. With that being the case. Maybe this will be what gets us over it. All the gothic satanic imagery. Yeah, it does clip. What about that? Is that better? I feel like it's gotta be the best for me. Right here. I don't know. It drives me crazy either way. I don't know, I think what it is I just need to shout into it a little bit more instead of being meek and whispering into it. That's probably half the problem. Be sitting here playing for 45 minutes and not really talking, and then somebody comes in and I'm just like, oh,
well,
hey,
Bozan has yet to return from delivering our tithing demands to Menestad. Perhaps you could sweep the roads and see what's taking him so long.
Alright, let's try Vaughn's suggestion then. What about that? Wow. Seems like it's really pumping it through there now. That's got to be good. Right? Tell me that ain't bad. Is that too much? Too much? There it is. I've got my audio engineer in the house. Now you just got to show me how to promote you to a mod. Nice. We like that. That's good stuff right there. And now I don't have to yell. See that? Man. Nice. What would I do without you? I'd be over here having people think that I just whisper into my microphone all day. Like, no wonder my voice was dying on me the other night. Over here having to yell into a microphone for 3 hours.
Can be sought through penitence and faith. Walk in the light.
Now, I think the problem is I used to stream 3D printing stuff that didn't have any kind of like other audio going on.
Let not temptation lead you from his holy radiance. Let
Right, I'm not gonna risk losing my voice now. Exactly, Chris.
Cast out thy darkness, for only light must remain.
Cast out thine darkness, for only light must remain.
Is this the one from the west?
Right, now maybe people won't stop in for 13 seconds and be like, oh my god, this guy's terrible. That's been how it's been going.
Putting faith in that old man.
Like before you could be like, oh hey, someone's watching, they're like, peace out.
Lilith.
So, you know. We have received word from one of our knights of a demon sighting in Gale Valley. The description matches too closely to the sighting in the west. If you would travel to Yelesna and take stock of the events there.
Hey, you know the true troopers now. Right? Exactly.
I had thought to send Lorath.
Well, I've always known that you and Vaughn. Retro stops in. I appreciate every single one of you. Gotta remember, even at the worst point, you guys were here.
Here, take the knight's report before you go.
Alright. She's still talking? No, I gotta grab that.
Reverend Mother, I received
It's Vigo! You remember Ghostbusters 2? Ah, troopers. I like that. You need to patent that, Kristen.
Nothing yet.
You need to get on that.
Priest and escort of knights. We'll report here.
We're gonna get that patented. We'll get once this channel gets merch, you're gonna get a cutback when we get the shirts of that on. Troopers. We like that. Oh no, you're good. You don't owe me nothing. I appreciate when everybody is here. Trust me, believe that. I'm not telling you to go do anything else, but if you've got a life, I get it. I absolutely get it. All right, we're gonna have hashtag troopers. It's gonna be awesome.
You, wanderer, I know.
If that's how it works, I think the kids say that. Or actually, my kid told me I'm not cool at all. That Bay isn't even a thing anymore. Who knew?
A demon's blood is alive.
Hashtag
It will
trooper.
eat you from within until all that remains is her. Go to Neves, go. You will see the truth there.
Well, this game sure got chatty. Like, I thought you were supposed to run around killing people in this. Probably need like an area spell. I think I like this one. Got fire and now oh, right on, yeah. I like to think I'm cool. At least at some point I was. That could be my claim to fame. She's brutal though, man. She don't hold back. She'll tell you how it is. It's like, yeah, you're 40 now, Dad. You're old. Like, oh, come on. There we go. I knew there had to be a quest marker somewhere. I just wasn't seeing. It's because they didn't populate it. Alright, let's hopefully get into killing some skeletons or something. I think that's what everybody came to see. Oh, if your dad's in his 70s, right. So I need to tell my kid, like, look. There's still a little bit of life left in me. No, we had her so young. I wouldn't say young, but probably at like the right age. Like we weren't old, weren't super young. And now we're still young enough to kind of hang out and still do stuff with her. So I think we did good there. She just likes to tell me we're old. I'm like, well, you know, you're halfway to 40. Getting there anyway. She always wants to grow up so damn fast. There we go. She's gonna be 18. She's gonna graduate in August, or she'll be 18 in August, but she's gonna graduate here in a couple weeks. And life's gonna get real. Gonna be in college. Things move faster at that point. I remember graduating, thinking like, oh man, life just started. Nope. Should have enjoyed being young. Oh shoot, I don't have an area spell good enough for this. Yep, she's a good kid. Never really gave me anything to get super mad about. Sometimes you almost wish there was something, because you wonder, what has she gotten away with? You know, I've had to be so mad at her so few times that it's like, man, has she just been sneaky and getting away with it? Or is she just a good kid? Well, what did I get away with that age? Oh man, I was smoking and drinking and doing even worse stuff than that when I was 14. Hell, I might have even been like 12 doing things that could get me in serious trouble. I don't even want to think about it. What she could be doing these days with the internet and everything. But you see, it's different for boys. You know, like boys got into trouble and there was like fights, and then there was almost like a pecking order established. You know, like, okay, everybody knew this was the bad kid, this was the guy that was going to kick your ass, blah, 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 blah. But like girls are vicious. You know, girls run around and try and ruin your life. You know, like, I'm going to go after your reputation and make people hate you, you know, for something that's just a stupid rumor. Whereas, like, if a guy got his ass kicked, it's like, oh, yeah, you know what? The bigger dude came over and kicked his ass, you know? That is what it is. So, like, some of the rumors and trash talk girls can say, man, phew. Trust me, you'd rather get your ass kicked than have to put up with some of the rumors. Yeah, I was not a good kid. I had bad influences when I was growing up. I literally started smoking on like the way to school on like my 3rd week of high school. Lived such a sheltered life at that age, legit. Say 18 to start smoking and 20 to start drinking. Yeah, I get that. Shoot. I get that. That's how it should be. I literally had my mom hiding the fact that she smoked by having me hold on to her pack of cigarettes when we went home. Like, here, you take these. And then drinking, I honestly think that my parents wanted us all to become alcoholics. Like, getting us drunk was like the greatest thing that could ever happen. Like, hey, come on over and take a bunch of shots with you. It's like, no, I've got to drive. And it's like, oh, you'll be here for a while. Literally just like pouring liquor down my freaking throat, whether I wanted it or not. At least that was my mid-20s. At least I wasn't exactly a child at that point. You're right. That's probably the greatest thing that ever happened is every one of us kids got old enough to drink with them. I don't drink anymore. There's not really a reason. I need like a real legitimate reason to want to get drunk anymore. It's been a long time. I don't have anything against drinking. It was fun. I get it. But I mean, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it got boring. Being drunk and limited on what you can do, where you can go, just because you wanted to have a drink. That got boring. Polar bears like fire.
Watch out!
Oh, he's hiding under there. I couldn't see him at first. Like, where is this guy at? Is he hiding in one of the boxes? Man, I wish I would have had my other abilities set up already. Walking into some bad setup. Not good. We'll get through it. What's that thing doing? Just standing there. Well, that wasn't even the mission. I was just kind of like screwing around with that. It was like a world challenge. I thought that was part of what I was supposed to be doing here. Oops. I'll do that. I think an additional swipe for a critical would be a good skill to have. Take that clown. Probably should have leveled up my ranged attack instead. That thing not doing enough damage. By the way, Vaughn, if you're still here, thanks for checking out the guitar upload earlier. Appreciate that. You took the time to listen to that upload. Right on. No worries. Yeah, thanks for checking that out. I actually had the UPS driver come into work, and he was talking about YouTube, so I didn't just like go run up to him and like, hey, by the way, I have a YouTube channel. But he brought it up and was talking on it, and I was like, well, hey man, you know, you talk to me all the time every day when you come in here. I've got a YouTube channel. And he got like this disgusted look on his face, like like I had just told him to watch a porn movie or something. And he was just like, oh my God, you do music on YouTube or whatever. Oh, I don't want to subscribe to that. I was just like, wow, man, thanks. Thanks a lot. Yeah, that is legitimate, a true story. Legit. Like, I even have a business card that I 3D printed with a QR code on it. So I could be like, hey, look, you know, just scan this. Or even take the card even, you know. Like, he told me, oh, I don't even have my phone, when I told him that he could just take a picture of the QR code. He was like, oh, I don't even have my phone. And I was like, oh, well, you could just take the card. He was like, ah, no, I'm good. Like, damn, dude, brutal. You don't just pass out likes. Yeah, he's just not out on the internet giving that shit away for free. It's like, damn, dude, I didn't ask you to become a full-fledged member. I ain't even there yet.
What do you need?
Prava sent me. I'm looking for Viga.
I have something like that, Vaughn. I actually have a 3D printed plaque with a QR code on it and a play button, and it says subscribe. It works really well, actually. It was in my car that got totaled, and I just never put it in the new car.
Watch yourself out there.
But that's a great idea. I mean, just the QR code makes people think, what is that? And it's not hurting you nothing, you know, it doesn't take any effort to do that. I could 3D print one for you. You should see it, you should look on my channel. I've got a video. And it actually shows you what it looks like.
Desire for knowledge has become more dangerous to satisfy.
But it literally is almost like a plaque, and it has a big QR code on it. And it just says subscribed. I actually printed a Pikachu that sat on it too, so when it was in my window, you could see like a little Pikachu sitting on top of it. I could print something up like that for you, or actually make the model for you.
Your discretion is appreciated, of course.
And you could just download it.
And you will be rewarded.
And if you know somebody with a 3D printer, they could print it for you. Some dude on Facebook told me he could tell I'm a sheep because I look with my boy haircut. What? What a jerk. What an absolute tool. And with that comment, you can tell he's a jerk. You know, there's a ton of legitimate reasons why somebody may or may not want to have like a super long haircut. And yeah, sheep isn't one of the reasons why that I could think of. But that guy's a jerk. I mean, you could tell I'm bald because I don't have any hair, so. Unbelievable. Like, some people just don't have anything else to do, you know? Like, that's all they have to live for is, I upset somebody today. That was literally one of my best friends growing up. His mentality is, I'm a quote-unquote a-hole, and, like, I'm just going to own up to it, and you're going to have to, you know, like it or not. I couldn't stand that part of that guy's personality. You know, like, he honestly wasn't that bad of a guy. You know, like, when you got to know him and you were a friend with him, it was like, all right, yeah, you know, he's cool. He hooks it up whenever he's got pot or whatever. You know, he's just a generally good guy when you got to know him. But, like, when you're around a stranger, you turn into this other person that's just, like, incredibly, like, degrading and almost combative, you know, like he almost had to like make fun of people that he didn't know as like a way of joking, and it was just like, hey, I'm an asshole, man, that's just how I am. And it's like, no, you're not really like that. Like, I get that, like, when you get around other people, that's who you become, but like, I wouldn't have ever been around you if that's who you actually are. Not to say that I'm not a jerk or a troll when I want to be. Right, and I don't talk to that guy anymore. It's been years since I've talked to that guy. Right, like you didn't get a haircut because you care about what that jerk thinks. You know, like, dude, come at me with some legitimate complaint other than like, oh, the way I look. You know, that's like elementary type stuff. Like, oh, you look, blah, blah, blah. God. No, I am sorry that had to happen. You encountered jerks on there. Imagine that's the only enjoyment you got all day, was just being a jerk to somebody that's never done anything to you. You know, the only interaction that you've ever had with any of these people is you happen to be on the same part of the internet. I mean, to be fair, when I'm a jerk, it's somebody's came to me, like one of my videos or my posts, and like, oh, you know, actually you're wrong and dumb. That's when I really turn it up and become a jerk. Well, that's just it. Like, if it just rolls right off of your back, he actually wasted time. You know, the great comment, the great return to that is like, wow, you know, I'm so insignificant. You think so little of me, yet you came and wasted time of your day that you'll never get back to try and put me in my place. You know, like, wow. What does that say about you? If I'm that big of a loser and you're here wasting time out of your day on me. Damn. Turn that one around. There's actually like no rebuttal because they can't come back and waste more time on you without like admitting that you got them. So that's a good one. Haven't really had anybody come back with a good reply to that one yet. Like, wow, you think I'm such a piece of crap and insignificant, and yet here you are. Having this interaction with me. I always tell people I'm the nicest person on earth until I'm not. So don't make me that, right? Yeah, everybody that knows me and doesn't get on my backside says I'm actually pretty cool. Pretty down to earth. Relatable. The jerks that get me riled up that think I'm not fit for the internet. Speaking of which, I had my live stream 2 days in a row just get ended for no reason. Does YouTube ever tell you like why they've stopped your stream, or is that just a thing where it's like, yep, you did something we don't like and we're ending your stream right now? Because that happened to me twice. Like, there's no, notification that I get like, hey, you violated our terms or anything like that. I just get the end screen of a stream, but I didn't stop it. And I get like the summary or whatever at the end of the stream. Yeah, that happened to me twice. Tis Vigo. Remember that guy from Ghostbusters 2? Was in the museum with Dana. Tis Vigo. I can't see that name without thinking that. Oh shit! That's a mob. That's a mob. Would you look at it? Man. It's Vigo. They will if it's like copyright, and there's times they're literally just playing sharp music for 2 hours straight, and they told me notification it was cut off. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. At least you got a notification that told you, like, hey, don't do this no more. I was literally just in my car. I had a hands-free device holding my phone up. I wasn't sitting there, like, interacting with the chat or anything. I literally just had it driving. And I've had it cut out on me where I lose service, and you're able to just restart it. So I don't know. Something was definitely up with those two streams. I think they're trying to kick my ass. Oh, I don't know if I could do that. That was rough. The AI, okay. Well, I mean, I see storm chasers. I see a lot of people driving around, and they don't get stopped. So, I mean, I thought that too, that like, oh, wow, they just don't like that I'm in my car. But then, like, I've seen truck drivers that kind of just do, like, whole runs, where they're 18 hours on the freaking road or whatever. I mean, not 18 hours, but, I'm exaggerating. I was literally just doing like a, hey, ride to work with me and chat over a coffee and donut stream. My car drives itself. Seriously, like, I literally don't even drive my car. I get in my car, I punch in work. Hell, I don't even have to put in my work address. It knows that's where I'm going in the morning. And so I literally push the button, my car starts driving, and I make sure it doesn't do anything stupid. Like, I've seen storm chasers literally, like, interacting with the chat and looking at radar images and the whole 9 yards while they're driving. and the stream don't get stopped. So again, it's not fair. You know, they have 20,000 people watching their stream, and I have 5 that watch mine. So I mean, I get that you know, they're gonna go where the money's at. But I just wish I got a notification of like, hey, here's what we would like you not to do. Because at least I could dispute it and be like, well, look, you know, you're saying that I'm doing this, but in all actuality, I'm actually being pretty freaking safe right here. Shit, my car drives safer and better than anybody on the freaking road. Because a computer knows, like, okay, I can't do this, it's illegal to do that, unsafe for this. A human's gonna be like, screw it, send it. Right. They can 4K it, premiere a new video at 4K, and then we're nerfed at like, no, if yours is coming out, it's gotta look like crap. We need that bandwidth for all these Mr. Beast videos that the kids like to watch. I mean, I get that this isn't riveting content right here, but if I had to fill a swimming pool up with 10 million marbles to be interesting, I'd just hang it up. I wouldn't want to do that. That's just stupid. This is stupid, but I think that's dumber. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm okay with it.
Are you Vigo? I was sent... Hey!
You gotta think that it's a bandwidth thing. Yeah, I would never watch a Mr. Beast video. It'd have to be like Clockwork Orange or whatever, where you got my eyes and you're just torturing me with that.
You let my mother through, sir.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Safety?
That would literally be like torture.
You should be worried about them too.
Like, I get that children only see
You can help
the
me.
smiling, happy dude that's doing fun, cool things, but I see it as just stupid, mindless content.
She did.
The horned woman is the demon Lilith.
No.
Actually, it's probably a great example of people that are just absolutely wasting money
Me that name.
just for a click.
The daughter of hatred.
Like, it provides nothing, it blows a ton of money, but people come to YouTube for it. That's what I've seen of it anyway. Again, I'm with you. I've never actually watched one, but I've seen the stupid thumbnails, and it always looks like some jackass with a horrible mustache doing something really stupid, so I'm not interested. Again, I'm not the most interesting dude either. So hey,
hoist is stuck.
you know, guys gotta feed their family and whatnot. I get it. Whatever gets the views.
Hey, that's my mother's charm on your wrist.
It's mine now, girl.
I just feel like I'd rather get up and work every day and go do something that I might not love than get up and do some stupid, mindless bullshit. I don't know, riding around on a senior citizen scooter with an Apple Vision Pro on your face, it's got to be pretty stupid, huh? Nobody watched that dumb content, though.
Close.
Tell me that ain't the coolest scooter you've ever seen. I mean, he even got the digital camo on it for the woods. That thing is so epic.
I'm going on.
It's fast too. I've legit never been on a scooter that fast in my life. Oh, finally something uncommon. Nice. Aneurysm and stroke left me partially blind, so the government has me listed as a fall risk while walking. And be all over my yard with Gypsy. Right? That'd be awesome too. I'm sure it's expensive. I don't know how much that one is, but I'm sure it's expensive. That's the one thing I hear from most of my customers, you know, is they're lucky that waiting 6 months for something like that, that they actually end up getting it. So when we can come in and help them, you know, really quickly, like normally, you know, you make an appointment with us and we'll get you in within a week or two. So they love us. All right, Vaughn, thanks a lot. Oh, my dear, have a great rest of your stream. I'll probably be able to jump on and catch you later at some point, Vaughn. Take care. Yes, thanks for everything you do. You're awesome. Got my mic issues all squared away, thanks to Fawn. If there was anybody that watched me that didn't come from his channel, I'd share his channel and everything, but that's a little redundant. Everybody that's here, they probably here because of Vaughn. I'm pretty sure that's where I met Kristen. That's probably the biggest problem with meeting people, is trying not to step all over their stream. Like, I hate knowing that I'm about to go on when somebody that I like watching is on. Because, like, first of all, I'm not going to be able to watch their stream. And then kind of know vice versa. That there might be other people, you're not going to be able to watch yours because they're watching theirs, or you're not going to get them to watch theirs. I'm pretty sure it was Vaughn. I want to say it was Vaughn. Or maybe Dom. Or Lenora. Or Nil. Or Retro. All amazing people that I love watching on here. I still think Kristen could have a streamer's review channel where you know, like, all the cool streamers and you go around just telling people, like, look, these are all the awesome people. I think you could do that. Never hurts to have doggo content either. I love seeing that. Hi, Lenora. Oh, did I just... Oh, maybe Ben even, yeah. Could very well have been Ben. Hi, Lenora. How's it going? Yeah, very well could have been Ben as well. Very, very possible. I feel like I just conjured up Lenora. Or Story, bouquet, Story. I gotta do the old town portal and clear out the inventory now. But yeah, I hate that. I hate having to step on other people's streams. I did too. I had no idea I was able to conjure up people.
Need something for it? You can take what's left.
I had just said that we were talking about people whose streams we watched that I might have actually seen Kristen for the first time on. And your stream was one of the options that it could have been. Had Vaughn, Ben, Lenora, Story, Nil. Just kind of naming off people. And then there you was. Right. No, nothing bad. I promise. I promise. Nothing bad.
You can take what's left.
Not this time. Oh no, not ever. I've put my trolling days behind me. I'm only gonna be nice from now on. I feel like that's why my channel stopped growing. At some point, people figured out that I've said a lot of trolly things back in the day. I feel like it's karma. Almost there, though. 390. 110 more to 500. I can't be mad about that. I had my watch hours up crazy high for about 8 months. It looked like that was never going to be a problem for this channel. And then YouTube just stopped promoting anything I posted. Again, I think I've said things that made them be like, oof, we don't want this guy to be a partner. Yep, getting close. I mean, it's there. I really thought I was going to have it by October of last year at the pace I was on. I literally had 0 subscribers and got like 200 almost overnight. And then it was kind of a steady climb that just died. You know, I'd wake up to 10 new subscribers. That was nothing at some point. Be like, oh wow, 10 more. And now I'm lucky if I get... I'm lucky if I get 1 new subscriber for every 6,000 views on this channel now. I don't get it. It used to be about every 500 views I'd get a sub. And that's just dramatically died. 419, right? Nice. Right, and I just saw you just had 100 videos. I've got like 160 videos, and you're killing me with the subs right now.
No lift. The jam must...
No, you'll get the watch hours. The secret to that is really just setting premieres, I think. People like to kind of catch your premiere. If you can time a premiere really good with your audience, you know, that's maybe like a 45-minute premiere,
Enemies
You know, that's almost a guaranteed hour watch from everybody that comes to see
Fight's
that.
coming to us this time.
But I'm sure you've got a handle on your analytics and everything. Mine's just weird because it seems like a switch got flipped. I had no problem pulling in probably like 2,000 views every 48 hours. Was like, damn, what's happening to my channel? Like, I'm dying. You know, I used to feel like that. It can't get any worse than 2,000 views every 2 days. Like, what happened? But now I'm lucky if I get 500 in 2 days. I get that like 3D printing content isn't exactly like the hottest thing anymore. But it just seems like they've decided to stop letting this channel grow.
That was...
Like, my thumbnails have only gotten better. My titles are really good. Yours took off on subs because you had been around in Nils chat for a good year. Ah, right on. Yep, Nils awesome. Again, there's not enough time and available, you know, streaming hours in the day to catch everybody's stream.
She wouldn't.
I try to almost keep like a rotation going. Like if I've been in somebody's stream today, I try not to be there tomorrow. But there's some people that just time it right that every time I'm able to actually be on, they happen to be. So that happens a lot. Like Vaughn and Ben. Vaughn's always on right as I'm getting out of work, for the most part. Ben's on during my lunch break. Retro comes on at my lunch break. I like catching Retro at lunch. I hope I can catch one of Retro's no-hit boss runs. That's insane. He's playing like a... what is it? Like a Souls-like game. But he's doing like a no-hit boss rush. Crazy. Yeah, we'll do that. That's my main move right now. We'll keep that boosted. Right, exactly. If I know that you've been in my room, I'm going to do everything to at least pop in. Like the stream, you know, and give it some time. Even if I'm out and about doing something. That's exactly how I roll. To a T. It's all about karma. You know, it's not about begging and trying to look pitiful or anything. You know, it's literally about just getting out there and actually enjoying the content, you know, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't subscribe to somebody just because they subscribed to me if I didn't like what they actually did. Like, literally, if somebody was out there making content that I was like, this is, I would not subscribe. Man, those guys are tough. They dialed it up a notch there. I like that snow burst. That's a good little crowd control move. Need to use that more. Alright, I've made it to level 10. This character, even if it perma-dies, will make it to the Hall of Fame because it's hardcore. And we've made it to level 10. I just noticed that. So we don't have to worry about losing our legacy.
I'm not dying here.
With all the time zones, not everyone will make right. That part really sucks. You know, some people are just getting off of work and you got 4 more hours left.
Over there. An opening.
And just as the stream's coming on. That's the best thing I can do, you know, is just let everybody know, hey, I'm at work. I'm just jumping on to say I saw the stream. It is Vigo.
The tunnel's closed.
That'll never get
We're
old.
trapped without the hoist.
Look, there she is.
I might need to put that guy on the thumbnail. Or the little curly-haired dude from Ghostbusters 2 that goes, Vigo. He might need to go in a thumbnail.
That statue.
The creepy-looking dude. He fits right in with Diablo.
The way I saw her.
Lilith.
We need to find my mother.
This whole section looks very Diablo 3. Like right where that where Tyrael crashes through that building, it looks just like it. Got one streamer who I watch when I wake up, and they watch me. Right on. Right? Everybody wins when it's that way. It's just great when you actually enjoy the content, you know, because you're not just feeling like you're doing someone a charity. You're actually enjoying what they do.
Over there, the hoist.
I mean, like, I know some people can have like differing kind of like voices and tones and the way they talk, and I actually think it's kind of refreshing to actually listen to somebody that isn't like the most polished speaker talking like a game show host into their microphone. Like I've seen like some of the super big streamers, and it just seems like this isn't like this guy would not walk around and talk to you like this. You know, like this is definitely like he's putting on an act in front of a camera, and that's just fine and dandy and everything. Like if that's what you do is you want to act like a game show host while you play video games, you do you.
What happened?
I think it's more refreshing to just watch somebody play that seems like you're just hanging out. Like some of these streamers seems like they're more like cam girls, quote unquote, you know, just out there begging for donations more than like trying to actually like engage with an audience and make some kind of compelling content. You know, it's how many super chats tonight? How many super chats are we gonna get? I don't even know if I will turn that on. I haven't decided how I feel about that yet. Because on one hand, if somebody does want to help out, I mean, liking and subscribing is the best way ultimately to help this channel in any kind of way. Right, sob stories for cash, exactly. Like, I don't know, I couldn't even like pretend to have it bad. I mean, everything I do, like the high-end gaming computer, driving to work in a Tesla, like, I'd want people to call me a fucking asshole if I got out there and said I needed a donation for anything. I would want to be called out. I wouldn't feel right. I know there are people that got it a lot freaking worse than me. And they probably ain't even got it that bad. And they're out there asking for money. I just wouldn't feel right. Again, if that's what somebody wants to do, and I'm gonna say, no, you don't need to do that, and then I insist, because I've gotten tips. I mean, I kind of look at that as a way of, you know, if you're streaming on here, you know, that can come off as like, you know, they're just tipping me for doing something that they enjoy. So I can see that, and I've taken tips at work where you sit there and you tell the poor little old lady with the electric scooter that, you know, no, all I had to do is push your battery in all the way, you know, and that got your scooter fixed. You know, I didn't have to actually do anything to your scooter. I just made sure the battery was sitting in there all the way, you know, and you fixed her scooter in like 30 seconds, you know, and it's like, no, there's no charge. But she wants to pay you anyway. So you know what? You take a tip for that. I mean, I kind of feel like Super Chat is the same thing in that regard where, you know what, they're just telling me they like what I did. So I don't think I ever want to have like flashing on the screen like, hey, Super Chat now, or anything like that. But I don't think I'm going to be like against it when I do get to that point. I feel like it's only a matter of time. They can't stop the channel from growing forever. At that point, I wouldn't have made it past 250 because I was stuck at 250 for what seemed like an unusually long amount of time. Burning damage you deal. 2 mana when hitting an enemy. That could be good. I gotta kind of think about what I want to pick. Because now it's gonna get ramping up. I don't want to die and lose this hardcore character now. Take more damage. I don't want to do that either. Got the Frost Nova level 1. Casting a skill. Resistance. No. Let's just max this one out. Worry about everything later.
We need reinforcements.
No, we can
What was that?
It came from beyond the gate.
'Tis Vigo. I really like the look of this game, how it's not nearly as cartoony as Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is still one of my favorite games of all time.
The escort.
But this look is so much better.
They're all dead.
Like, it's still bright in certain areas and there's color. But like, you can feel like the dread and gloom all over the palette. Is his name Gundam? Grendon. Who did this?
A woman. Vigo. It was one of the women you sent.
Wasn't there a streamer just recently that said they weren't going to start their stream until they got like 15 super chats or something like that? And he just sat there with his arms folded. waiting for super chats to roll in before he would start his stream.
The other woman.
Maybe that's what I need to
Where
do.
is she?
I'm not gonna start playing a game until I hit 500 subscribers.
Will I spare her? Let her deeper in. Give up, girl. She's lost. Vigo, you must listen.
I'm pretty sure that was in the news the other day.
Spells.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess when you have that guy's audience, apparently people watch him just to laugh at him. Like, damn, how do I get on that one?
Sanctuary.
Right? I can bear. Right. Don't crap. Might as well get out there on the corner with a sign and say, "Pay me." Exactly, Kristen.
I'm done for. Your mother told me.
Yeah, apparently, like, people want to watch this guy and laugh at him. Like, that's like the whole thing at this point, is the channel's a train wreck. And people don't like him, apparently, but they still watch him. Oh, lol, right.
She can still be saved.
Not by me.
No, I don't think I can get that lucky. I can't even get people to hate me. I'm right in the middle of obscurity where just nobody cares. Well, you guys care. Everybody here cares.
She's good as dead. I'm sorry, kid.
He really just left us.
Does look like the stream only has 2 likes, though.
It's up to us
Like
now.
23 people have came and went, and we've only got 2 likes. Should I beg for a like? Is that any worse than begging for a super chat? Liking's free. Just like the UPS driver. I tried to tell him. Dude, you could like just subscribe to my channel and it's free. And then what kills me is he makes the cringe face when I tell him I have a YouTube channel. And he tells me that I do music. And then I think, well, what do you have on your headphones every time you come in here? You've got your headphones on.
I am Lilith.
Just drop
Mother of Sanctuary.
one, usually. Remaining chat. Oh no.
Daughter of hatred.
Nah, you're good.
What you seek. You hunger for knowledge. You
Nice.
dragged your child.
Thanks
all
for
over
liking it. You're
Sanctuary
good.
In pursuit of it. No,
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, you don't. Well, what do you like listening to then? You know, you've got headphones on. It seems like when there's music playing in the shop that you like it sometimes. You know, you're always like, oh, this is good. But then, like, if I have music on my channel, like, that's terrible and you don't want, like, I hate to be the guy to say this, but, like, that has to be pure jealousy, right? Like, there's no other reason to, like, tell somebody, I'm not even going to look at that other than just, like, spite or jealousy. Am I out of line with that? Because it sure as hell seems like that's the only thing that makes sense.
Try. I want to try.
Your mother is alive. She came this way with Lilith.
If a stranger handed me their card and all I had to do is like scan it with my phone, I'd probably check their channel out and be like, right on, man. It's tough out here.
Lilith's petals. Her blood was fed to me once.
Just about to say, jealous is the ugliest color to wear. Yep, no matter who you are. Absolutely. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense. I would never want to be that guy that was just like, oh, you're out there making music? Pfft, I would never want to listen to that. Like, who doesn't like music, bro? It seems like you do. And yet, like, mine, you're like, no thanks. Lilith saw a way to escape the eternal conflict. She tells me it started with the seduction of the angel in Arius. All this time, he was just as fallible as any man. So it looks like we're going to get some lore dump we can find all the little books like that. Lilith is Sanctuary's mother. Somehow I felt the truth of it the moment she said it to those knights. Now I know how she used Denarius to craft this world, a refuge from the eternal conflict. I don't know that I ever paid attention to this the first time I went through there. Those little bomb dudes are crazy. All my life, I've sought the origin of humankind. It was always her. From the union of angels and demons came the first generation of humanity. They were powerful, movers of mountains, shakers of seas. Whoa! I should buy this on PlayStation. I said I was never going to give Blizzard any more of my money, and then I recovered my account. I got saved by having my Mac logged into my Blizzard account. Somehow I got disconnected from my authenticator. I almost lost this game and everything else I've ever bought on PC from Blizzard. All right, there was a loose tile. Apparently, that's all it was. Ooh, I like that. I thought something was going to happen, but apparently not. She was so proud in the telling of this part. Lilith and Denarius bore a son together, Rothma. He is wise beyond years, the first to untangle the power of necromancy. That's got to be an important lore dump right there. She says his lair lies deeper in. The necromancer class has kind of been around for a while, so I wonder if that's going to tie in. Oh, look at that cool art on the floor right there. That's sick. Gotta get back the yard work. Oh, thanks for stopping in, Lenora. Have a good one. Get that yard cleaned up. Hey, Nell. Thanks for stopping in. Awesome, man. I appreciate that, brother. I absolutely appreciate that. Gotta get done. Dirty job. Somebody's got to do it, right?
To know why you were spared.
Yes.
Do you have faith in me?
I
Thanks for stopping in.
want to.
Good. For now, all you need know is that we are going to meet my son.
Yeah, I thought I was going to lose this account. I tried logging in on 2 different devices, and every time it kept telling me to put in my authenticator code. And I'm like, man, I changed all of this around to the app. Why is it not working? And I got lucky and my Mac was still logged in, and it, for whatever reason, allowed me to take the Mac to the website and then remove the authenticator from the website and put my phone number in. I thought I was going to lose this account. So glad I didn't, though. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, it's the security feature, I get it. It makes it to where your account almost can't be hacked. But man, when you did everything right and you're still locked out of your own account, there's just no good way to feel about that. Man, those guys are owning it. Get out of there. Get out of there. Why is it not moving? There we go. Well, that should be some good upgraded gear right there. There's a lot of yellow. But you made it so you can't get in now. Yeah, it's gonna get dicey in this area, I think. The kitten is finally now. Oh, you got a kitten? What? You're gonna need to post cat videos. Are the best videos to post, Kristen. Come on now. I thought my dog was cute, and then people started talking about, look at this picture and video of my cat. Anyone with a cat's missing out. They're not posting that online. Had her for about 2 months now, and she's 9 months old. Aw, I bet she's adorable. Ah. That's a new one. The environment hasn't really been full of too many traps. That one almost got me. Crafty. They seem to have abandoned all the level traps that they had in Diablo 3. Like everywhere you go in a dungeon, there'd be some little lever or something that you could drop a chandelier onto it anyway. I don't think I've ran into one of those yet. Which I'm kind of happy about. Those got annoying. It helped you get that. Oh, 4 likes. Nice. Thank you, everybody. 4. That's moving in the right direction. Speaking of which, my MacBook timed out over here. Putting in the work to get those likes now. See, it didn't hurt anybody either. I'm going to need to take this video, show it to the UPS guy, and be like, look, man. Everybody that watched this survived the stream yesterday, or Saturday. Everybody watching made it. Pretty sure all of them subscribers didn't have their device blow up in their hand or anything from watching. Heck, I've given gift cards away to subscribers, so I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the guy's problem is. Hey, I would say it was all the truth. if he actually heard me talking about him, I'd be like, dude, it's all real. You did that. That's what you said. That's what you did. Don't deny it. No, I still really do think that, like, he would have to admit that, like, oh wow, you're making videos and people watch them. And then that would be like a, I wish I made videos and people watch them. Yeah, I won't call him out by his name. We'll just stick with UPS guy. I think that's a good enough clarity. He'll know who he is if he is watching, and he can come defend himself or put the name out there if he wants to. No, I think he's got too much pride than to come see my poor little channel doing better. Watch, he's got like 5 million. All he does is build PCs on stream all day. 20 million subscribers. Like, oh God, I would never want to watch some bullshit like that. Let's watch real YouTube. Right. He's probably the kind of guy that just watches just like hot girls all day long, just doing random stupid nonsense. Just like, yeah, that's what YouTube is for. Ooh, burn. Too busy working on a Saturday. Burn. And he ain't happy about that. I can tell you that right now. That does not make him happy. That sucks too. Like, I know people got to do what they got to do to pay the bills. Oof. Working on a Saturday doesn't seem like the top of my list. If you do, I'm sorry. I'll say that in advance. If you are working on a Saturday, I'm sorry. I'll try to entertain you. Probably too cool for you to only watch it. No, he was. He actually did come in talking specifically about being on YouTube. See, I didn't ambush him and almost like go after a total stranger and be like, hey, check out my YouTube. He was legitimately like talking about watching YouTube as I came up to him, you know, into the shop. So I didn't just ambush him with it. You know, it was definitely a open discussion.
You can take it.
Nah, I still just think it's one of those, like, I'm jealous. I don't even, probably not even jealous of YouTube. It's probably just the freaking fact that I'm a musician more than anything. Like, he's seen me play guitar like every day for the past 3 years. And like, nobody ever like stops by and be like, oh wow, that was cool, I like that, or nothing. It's always just like, walk right past, like you're not sitting there. You know, nobody ever like stops to like jam or anything. It's always just like, oh God, he's playing that guitar again. That's kind of the vibe you feel 9 times out of 10. Meanwhile, I'm a loser. Wake up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday. Yep. Because boss man says, gotta go. Gotta go. Yeah, I love my job. Having Monday through Friday is a perk. But man, everything else that we do, like, it's just crazy to see people who can't even get out of their house all of a sudden be able to have independence where now they can not only leave the house, but they can go anywhere they want unassisted. So money's one thing, but being able to actually see people, you know, crying because you're getting them out of their house, you can't beat that. Right, and it also allows me to stay home on a Saturday and play Diablo in front of cool people. My bosses are my two girls, Gypsy and Willow. Aw, Binks could care less. That's how my dog is. As long as he's got his mom, it don't matter. Dad's just whatever. Unless I've got food. If I've got food, he cares.
Well, you certainly have the look of someone who spends a lot of time in the wilds.
That's about the
I
only thing
expect
that'll
you
get my
also
dog
want
to
some
pay
of my
attention to me is food.
elixirs, but let's focus on your healing potion for now. I have some extra materials we can use this time. If you want to improve your healing potion further or craft any elixirs, you'll need to source your own ingredients.
Good, those are some good bosses to have, I have to assume there, Kristen.
If you've got the makings,
I know I've seen a couple of them, and they definitely look cute and furry and adorable. Gypsy is attached to your leg, napping away, all because I left for 15 minutes to grab my meds. Be lost and miserable without her, though. Oh my God, that's... Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I've actually had, you know, people say, oh, my pet, dog, cat, or whatever, that's just like family to me. And I'm like family? What are you talking about? My dog is family. I care about my dog more than I care about most other people. And I'm not even ashamed of that. Lilith opened my eyes to the crimes of Anurius. He betrayed her, banished her. He sapped the power of her children. He's the reason we are weak, the reason we die. He ruined us because he feared us. We'll show him he was right to be afraid. Like, no, these guys, all three, are my babies. I don't have kids, don't want kids, but I want all the pets. Used to be a vet tech. Oh, nice. Yep, soft spot for animals, no doubt. We had a dog that was like 16 years old, and we had to go have that day at the vet, and that was literally the hardest day of my life. Almost so far like the worst thing I've ever had to do. I can't really think of anything worse off the top of my head. I have a large tat in my form that features Binks as a baby. Aw. Never forget that. Aw. Yeah, I'm so glad now I can actually have like almost unlimited pictures to take of my dog. We've got so many pictures of our new dog, like when he was a puppy, that we'd never got to have for any of the other dogs, just because cameras weren't such a big thing back then. Or a common thing, I should say. He's 14, has been with you since he was only a bit... Oh, man. Yep. They grow up so fast, I'm telling you. When you have a kid, it's the same way. Oh, wow. I'm wrecking. That was almost too easy. That can't be it, right?
You've mastered your fear, but I still sense your pain.
Yeah, at 16, man, he was so old. His hips were so bad, we had to pretty much help him stand up every morning, and if he laid down, that was like it. You know, he wasn't getting up until you went over there and picked him up.
Or stay. It is time to choose.
So unfortunately, at some point, it was literally him being alive was...
She's a good
him being alive was kind of just us being selfish.
You've chosen well.
Right?
My child.
Never easy to watch him struggle. I mean, he could not get up. You know, I was like an 80-pound dog with bad hips.
At the bottom of these ruins. It requires a ritual.
Just bad situation. At 16 years old.
As you wish, Mother.
Good. You're ready for lesson 1. Blood.
Had to say goodbye to your other 14 Zulu.
What did you see this time?
Well, rest in peace, Zulu.
Tell me.
Back in February, yeah, that's not long. It takes. It took me probably 3 years to not be like affected in some way every time I thought about that damn thing, that dog. Damn dog. He was so stubborn, but it was family. Like you'd call him, he'd be in the backyard, and you'd want him to come in the house or just stop barking, and you'd call him, and he'd like turn and acknowledge you. They're like, yeah, I hear you yelling for me, and no, I'm not coming in there until I'm ready. He's such a jerk. She was with us all through it. Your stroke, your mom is passing, graduating college. Aw. Man. Yep. That's not like family. That is family. Oh, and you adopted a new one, yep. That seems to be the way to go. Everybody tells me, you know, don't wait, don't let yourself sit there without another one. You know, you're gonna want to. And it took us, I think, like 5 years to go out and get another dog. I didn't think I was ever gonna want another one, and then I got to see pictures and told, yeah, that's our dog. And I was like, oh my God, I can't say no to that. And now we have Milo Ren. He was pretty much the best dog I've ever had. As far as he was potty trained the day we got him. Like, he had an accident by the back door, but he was literally, don't cry. I don't want that. All right, we're gonna talk about Diablo now. Do we remember when Diablo first came out and everybody said it wasn't good? Or Diablo 4 first came out? Everybody was mad about the microtransactions. lost. I didn't want to make you sad. Definitely didn't want that. Yeah, everybody was playing, and then it took on this reputation of like, oh, it's all microtransactions and this, that, and I'm like, well, I haven't seen anything that pops up microtransactions. You've got to go basically look for that stuff for it to affect this game. So I don't know. I think everybody just wants to get mad at big companies nowadays just because it's the popular thing to do. They see other YouTube channels that get out here and, oh my God, everything is terrible, and they're like, yeah, it is terrible, and then they don't play the game. But they still want to go out there and spread the information that the game is bad. Tears reminder of Zulu, which was love. Oh, gotcha, right on. You're good. It's all good. As long as we didn't make anybody feel bad. That's what we really want. Nobody needs to feel bad. Supposed to be happy, even if we are playing a game where we're slaying demons. It's kind of like the one important thing about games, though. Is like, doesn't matter if it's like the best game in the world, as long as you're having fun. Isn't all that matters about playing games? Having fun. Oh, well, thanks. I try not to. I try not to, Christy. Looks like we've got another skill point to spend that's just been sitting there. So I think this one, I'm never really running low on mana. I think I'm gonna go with that. That gives everything a boost. Yeah, that tore those guys apart. Still watch videos. The last God, it takes it back when the game first came out, right? There are certain things that are just like pillars of like your like trigger memories, and like the games I was playing really define like certain years of my life. Diablo 3 is one of those. Because we had just kind of moved into our first apartment. Family was just getting established. And then I spent all my time on the computer. It was also a game I played on one of the very first gaming PCs I built myself. That was the best thing in the world, learning how to build a computer. Like, oh, it's not hard at all. You can literally get a list online of all the parts you need, and then it comes in the mail, and you put it all together. I was like, holy shit. All this time I've been sitting here thinking I need to go to Best Buy and start with a crap computer and upgrade it. Oh, Mortal Kombat? Yeah, Mortal Kombat's awesome. I was obsessed with that. I remember having all the moves printed out. That was like one of the very first things I ever did on the internet. Aside from looking up how to play songs on the guitar, it was looking up all the cheat codes and the moves for Mortal Kombat. Before they put them all in the game and you could just pause it and see everything, you had to just memorize it. That's something the younger generation will never know. Games that were like, just figure it out and remember it. Those classic MK games, what was crazy was that, like, the fatalities, you know, you'd have to be in specific spots for it. And there was just no way that you were ever going to just guess and figure that stuff out. But if you watched the computer play, you know, it would actually tell you, you know, like, kind of, without telling you, it would show you where you needed to be to do some of the stuff. So they were pretty clever with that.
I think I can dispel it.
Well, I'm running out of coffee, so I think this is going to be my last mission. And I'm going to end the stream. I think there's going to be a boss up here. I'll probably finish this up. Go back to town and end the stream. Appreciate you for stopping by, Kristen, and everybody else that has either said anything in the chat or not. If you've been lurking and you enjoy the stream, I hope you give it a like. Consider subscribing. Do a lot of gaming stuff. Gonna try to hope to get back on the 3D printing here in a while when I do my giveaway. Gypsy must have wanted to make sure he wouldn't leave the stream. Aw, sleeping on the remote. Like, no, stay here. She's like, this is good. I like this show. Yes, please subscribe and survive, everybody. Oh, it looks like we got two more. Probably this area and one more.
Never
Good.
enough blood. I will follow you to the ends of Sanctuary, Mother.
A dead priest. Huge gash across his neck has drained him of his blood.
A priest. He must be from the escort.
Cool.
There she is.
Look at that. That's sick. Anybody can read that? Anybody?
Mother? Nerel? You're just in time. Beyond this lake lies the necropolis of the Firstborn. A trove of magic and knowledge. I opened the way for Lilith. But I could not pass through with her. I lack divine element, you see.
Stop.
But I can find it. I'm so close. I simply need...
Mother, stop! Look at what Lilith has done to you. You're writing in your own blood.
My little magpie.
Man, how long would it take to write all of that in blood?
She showed me things I can't even put into words.
Reminds me of
Once
Stephen
I've
King's
finished,
It,
you will understand.
where he slits his wrist in the bathtub and writes on the wall in blood.
Let's just get out of here.
Oh, she ain't messing around now. Why am I just standing there while she's got her?
Trying
Cut
to
that
lead
bitch's
me
arm
away
off.
so you can take all this for yourself. This is my discovery, not yours. I will finish these runes with your blood.
You must
It's real. I dodged right into that instead of away from it. Damn. Oh man, that one's crazy. That man, it's getting crazy. Oh shit. Hit lord. Oh crap, another one? Ha! Nice.
You were protecting me. I don't want to hate you. I'm trying. I really am. We're going to make Lilith pay for what she's done. So we need blessed blood. Go back to your Prava. Get that blessing. Beg if you need to. Whatever it takes. My mother started this damn ritual. I'm going to finish it. Meet me in the Mistral Woods.
Why there?
The Horadrim hid a vault there. Finding it was her life's work. So much for that. Maybe it will help with the ritual. If not, at least I can bury her where she'd want. I need time.
See, I think I'd just leave her right there.
Just leave me.
Not gonna lie. She just tried to cut your arm off. All that blood. Think of that poor guy over there that she killed. Does she really need to go to some ritual site? I don't know. I gotta leave her there. Right? And they make it so rewarding to level up too. Conjuration skill, summon elemental. Yeah, that's what I want. Familiar. Boom. Nice. All right. So I think that's going to be it. We're going to do a town portal. And I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thanks everybody that stopped by. I'm going to play this again. So remember, like the stream. Give me a sub if you want to see more. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Kristen. You're amazing. Thanks for that membership to Amelia's Arcade. Everybody should check out Amelia's Arcade. That's a channel. She streams. She's really awesome. Warrior Kristen down there hooked me up with a membership. Absolutely appreciate that. But yeah, it has been great. I want to thank Vaughn again for helping me with all the audio issues. People can actually hear me now. Seems like people have been stopping by and actually watching the stream. So I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. See you next time.